Hello YouTube, iFixItAll here, Team iFixItAll. I'm thinking about dirt temperature in raised garden beds. I'm doing some research on that right now. The last video I did, I moved my bed thermometer down to the ground to see what the ground was reading compared to what the bed is reading. I'd like to get my temperatures down a little bit, so I'm learning this year. And right now, the sun has not made it to the garden beds yet. It's barely getting there. Let me get an exact time stamp because I'm going to sweep up. This is toward my east. And as you can see, the sun is getting ready to break over the edge of that tree right there. Hang tight because I think I learned something new. Okay, I'm back. The time right now on I think this is 23rd of July. Not a bad time of the year to research this sunlight delivery on your garden. Like, how well is your garden getting sunlight? It's 9:30 right now, and the sun has not made it yet to this garden. So that's my east. Let me just say that the sun came up over there. And the southern sky is that way, and west is this way. So let me look to my west. And right up in there, almost at the peak of that tree, is my west. What I discovered here, I never gave it a lot of research, was how many hours a day do I really get sunlight? Well, my garden needs one more hour on the 23rd of July, where we're at right now, which is not a bad time to be observing the highest, most point in the sky the sun could be, because as the sun travels in the wintertime, your sun is lower to the horizon. That's in the winter. And in the summer, your sun is higher in the sky. Just so you know, south at high noon is where the sun is at. It looks like I barely get 8 hours of sunlight. Again, the whole garden should be in sunlight around 10:30 during the month of July. And I will lose sunlight around 6:30 because the trees have grown. Now, we've lived here quite a while. So I don't know what to do about that, but even with I think that this garden represents operating under the minimal. Oh, I had my hand over the camera the whole time. Sorry about that. It looks like this garden is operating on the minimal sunlight spectrum. I have my thermometer right there. During shaded conditions, the earth temperature, I'm just at a slight angle. I probably am only like a couple inches down in the dirt. Got a cat next to me. Hi, Elvis. Stupid cat. Move. So there. About 72-ish. I'm gonna move the thermometer. I keep my fingers out of the daggone frame. Cat, quit. Okay. And this is pretty quick. This thermometer does a really good job of changing temperatures, but I just kind of quit, cat. Let me push that in. And literally, where's my camera? Yeah, there we go. See it going up and up and up and up. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because, well, this could sit here for a little while, and the surface temperature, when I came out and checked on this, it was like 79 or 78-ish. Rotate that a little bit. With no sunlight on the bed, well, now we're getting sunlight on this particular corner. Yeah, so this guy seems to get sunlight first. And it'll progressively move at a 45-degree angle to sweep over and get all the beds in the sunlight. I'm going to try to experiment getting my bed temperature down. And they sell a cloth, a thinly woven cloth. Think of it as a weed barrier fabric, but it's less material to drape over the bed so that sun rays get through, but some are refracted. Some of the sun's UV is refracted and keeps the soil temperature down. I could solve this with hay. So what I'll attempt to experiment with next is throwing hay down as a mulch. But if I have a cloth that goes over the entire 6-bay 3-hoop system, it sounds counterintuitive because I opened the video saying I don't get a lot of sunlight and I want to restrict my sunlight even more in order to get the soil temperatures down. It's based on the premise that anything I've noticed about plant performance, I'm instinctively blaming it on higher temperature in the dirt. I don't think that's unreasonable, but we shall see. My ground temperature is one value and the bed temperature is higher. And when you're up in these ranges, every degree matters. And there's the difference. We'll pull that out again. Find another home for it over here in the earth. Let's see if I can jabber in the ground here. There we go. That seems like a good... Nope. There we go. Okay. Elvis. Quit. Stupid cat. Go on. Oh my God. Seriously? Oh my God. Get. Go. There. Sorry for being so boring on some of these videos, but I'm trying to get down to the details of these things. So that's earth temperature right there. And I noticed the, it's not unreasonable to say, but the earth temperature is more stable than a bed temperature. If you don't have a stable home with a stable routine, with a stable set of activities going on in the foundation of your home, the possibility exists that you could have bad results. Same goes for a garden. I would think that sensitivity of plant life to soil temperatures or changes in the environment would cause the plants to change the way they try to grow and all of that, and the looks of their leaves, and higher temperatures having a negative influence on the fruits they produce. I don't have too much to complain about right now, though. But what I do know is that I have, you're kind of like the plant that tells me the most about soil temperatures. You're pretty much always able to look at a bean plant and be able to predict if you have issues with temperature. For some reason, as resilient as bean plants are, they're generally going to be the first ones to start telling you something goofy is going on. You look for lighter colored leaves, wilting, and all of that. I kind of gravitate toward the bean plants. So I'm going to go ahead and try to solve this soil temperature issue. And I think the most reasonable thing for me to do is start with increasing my sunlight time by topping this tree. That would help a lot. Top it out to take about 1/3 of that tree off. And perhaps maybe climb and trim that one to get that V area opened up. That would be very helpful to get some morning sunlight, because as this video has been going, that bay down there is starting to look lit up. But around 10:30 is when I actually am allowed to start calculating my full sunlight. And then at 6:30, the sun is gone. I would have to V out that section of trees right there. Now that is some doing. I might even have to take out some of that to increase another hour's worth of sun. Interesting. Soil temperature. And if you're using plastic containers, your challenges are even more. But again, they make a fabric when you have really sensitive young plants in a situation where they can be easily wilted by high UV. Next year, I'm going to be laying a layer of hay on top of all of this. instead of just wood chips, because I thought the wood chip stuff would work well, but then again, hay may not work well. I don't know. But they make a fabric that I can get in a roll that's like 100 foot wide, 75 foot long, a real thinly woven. But if you create just enough sunlight refraction and cover your plants, it'll reduce the amount of UV they get, but it'll keep your soil temperatures more stable. It sounds like a give and take scenario. Do I want to reduce my sunlight? I don't want to do that. But do I want to get my soil temperatures down? I don't know. If anybody knows about soil temperature relationship, I understand that the optimum number is about 72, 74-ish would be somewhat optimum. But plants can withstand up to 90. It's a lot of temps. Anyway, this video has been too long about a relatively obscure topic I'm trying to solve. I've got other fish I could fry, but I want to remain focused on this one last little obstacle here of soil temperature. You guys have a great day. See ya.